guys, welcome to Insight Journal, and we're baking today. So I just want to show you some of my ingredients. We're gonna bake a fruit cake, and this fruit cake will be without alcohol and without eggs. So if you don't eat eggs or if you're allergic to eggs, this is a recipe for you where you can still enjoy your fruit cake without adding eggs, and you can still enjoy your fruit cake without adding alcohol to it. So I'm just showing you some of my ingredients, and you may see other ingredients there, but that's because some of the other ingredients are for another cake, so you'll see that cake in time. But I just want to go ahead and show you some of the ingredients that are being shown here now. And you'll see my fruits there in the container. And I soaked my fruits in apple cider vinegar and added some sugar. And you can also use apple juice or orange juice if you want to, but my fruits are soaked in apple cider vinegar with added sugar for now. So you can go in the store. If you don't drink alcohol, go into the store. So we're going to start off with 1.5 cups of cane sugar in my bowl there. And I'm also going to add 1 cup of melted butter. Some persons do not melt their butter. They would just go ahead and mix the sugar with the butter. But I prefer to melt my butter, so that's what I do. It helps to save time. And so you're gonna mix that together until it is evenly distributed. Right, so there we go. So coming up, we're going to add our flour, and that is 1.5 cups of flour. You can add the amount of flour depending on the size cake you're making. So my cake is not a big cake, it's a 1 pound to 2 pound cake. And so I'm gonna use that amount of flour for now. It's not a big cake, but if you're making a big cake, you can add the amount of ingredients according to your judgment. So there we go. We're gonna mix and fold the flour into the batter until it's evenly distributed. There we go. Mix and fold. So flax seed has been added, and what I did was added 2 tablespoons of flax seed to 6 tablespoons of water and soak it. I'm gonna add my baking powder as well. But the flax seed is soaked before I add it to the batter. Soaked in water, and then I add my baking powder as well, mix and fold until it is evenly distributed. There we go. Ensure that there's no lumps and it's evenly distributed. So what we're gonna do now is add the mixed fruit, and as I said before, you can use apple juice to soak your fruits. You can use apple cider vinegar, but if you're going to use the apple cider vinegar, you have to add some sugar to it to balance the taste, and right, because we know vinegar can have a sour taste, so you have to add some sugar to it to balance out the taste. You can also use orange juice. So for persons who don't drink alcohol and you don't want any alcohol in your fruit cake, this is the way to go. So you're gonna mix and fold to ensure that it's evenly distributed. And you may realize that the fruits already have a darker color, so this adds the dark color to your fruit cake. So what I used for my fruits were raisins, dates. I used strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. So those were the fruits that I used. The fruits are optional. There we go. I'm gonna add my browning now. fruits are optional, so you can add whichever fruits you choose to add to your fruit cake. I just added 1 spoon of browning to enhance the color. Some persons use more browning than that, but I don't think my cake at this point in time needs too much browning in it because the fruits have their natural color. So I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon right there to enhance the flavor as well. And here I go with the 1 teaspoon allspice. This is gonna be added also to enhance the flavor of the fruit cake, and we're gonna mix that and fold it in until it's evenly distributed. So if you're a vegan, this is a method in which you can use to bake your fruit cake. It doesn't mean that you have to stop eating fruit cake, but you just have to find ways to make your fruit cake without the eggs. And if you for some reason don't drink alcohol, this is your method as well. So we are going to get our lime and grate some into the batter. Right, so there we go, and we're gonna fold that lime zest into the batter, mix and fold it. There we go. And the smell of the cake is so good from the batter. Coming from the batter, it smells so good. So the vanilla will be added, and that is 1/2 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Right? You don't want to put too much so that the vanilla is dominant in the cake. So we have to measure these spices as we go along in mixing and folding, because we don't want one spice to be more dominant than the other. So there we go with our vanilla. We mix and fold as usual to ensure that it is evenly distributed. Right, so we are gonna add our salt, and that is 1/2 teaspoon salt. The salt may look pink to you, or it may look white from the video, but what I actually added was Himalayan salt. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees and bake 60 to 90 minutes. Right, so this is after the baking. We allow it to cool before you can enjoy it. Allow it to cool, and then you take it out of the pan. So this is what it looks like. The lighting may not be so good, but the cake looks moist and it has its dark color. So that's why I said you don't have to add as much browning, because the fruit has their natural dark color as well as the small amount of browning that was added. Thanks for watching. See the recipe in the description. See you in the next video.